Afternoon, people. Part 13. So, the last couple of days I've managed to get a nice thick coat on the roof on this front panel. It's not bad. It could do with maybe a light sand and another one. That's okay. It's got a few little dust pimples in it, so I should give that a light sand and give it another one at a later date, because it's very difficult with this bloody tree. It's a beautiful tree but even when I'm in the garage I get the dust blowing in. Now what I did manage to get done, it's 6 PM in the evening, by the way, so the sun's just about to drop over the back of the houses the other side of the road. That's why you got a big shadow. The other day I sprayed my drawer liner, the face of my drawer, and started to spray this front panel with this bed armour. Armour-all I was calling it, but it's bed armour. Now, to me, coming out the spray can, because I don't have a compressor, was a little bit ordinary, and it was coming out in globules and what have you. But when I sprayed the front, it's got dirty handprints on it now, it come out quite smooth. That's just dirty handprints. So that finish is okay. I'm happy enough with that. It's just, as I say, it's just dirty. Just give it a clean, it'll be fine. I'm going to put a rope handle through there for that big drawer. But that was that bed armour at 26 bucks a can, I think that was. I think I said that, people. Lock that away. So it was okay, but it wasn't the effect. It wasn't like when you see the truck bodies, the ute backs, when they spray the well-bodied trucks with the armour, they're a bit more got some pimples on them, like goosebumps, as I called it. I think that's not bad, that side. I'm reasonably happy. I've got all the corner beads to go on yet. I'm going to paint them in a matte black. So I went and got this stuff, Bully's rubber liner. That was 60 odd bucks. Way better, much better. So just a normal foam roller, because that's just in a can. You pour it out, still got a bit left in there. You pour it out, but if you get yourself a texture roller from your hardware store, you get the nipples. Just take your time and roll it. Now that's had a couple of coats with a roller. My shadow in the way, is it? There's a bit better if I come from that side. Right to the corner, and I did go up a bit on this fiberglass. It wasn't really prepped for it, but I wanted to do that edge because that was pine across there where the plywood fixed to it. Two total different colours. So I taped that joint, and then I rolled it. I took all the hinges off and I rolled it all, and that's with a stipple roller. Problem is, it's like an epoxy base. Once it starts to go in, it's pretty much gone. So just have a look at my little rubbish bin. There was the roller sleeve I bought from the hardware store, 230 roller sleeve, and you can't wash it out. So that was a better finish, but you had to have the, if you buy the big kit, it comes with a couple of rollers and the roller sleeves. I just bought that can, so I used a 230 frame. What's that, about 8 inches, 9 inches for the Americans, and got one of them texture heads, foam texture head, and I am absolutely wrapped with that. That is got the little pimples on it like I thought. nipples, pimples, goosebumps, whatever you want to call it. Got maybe a little touch to put in here. Highlighted this little corner where there was a little bit of a gap. But you can stipple it as well with a brush. But that front edge is going to cop some flack on the front of the trailer. As I said, I've got the 2 metre drawbar. The pavers are just on a board to just give me some weight so I can actually get in the back and not lift it. With no jacks on the back. But this is awesome. And you can roll it, as I say there. I mean, I've done a lot of painting and decorating in my days, so I managed to not have any lines, roller lines. You know, some people, if you've got access to the spray, I'm not a spray person, never have been, so it was much better for me to do rolling, and I could get an even. I did find if you couldn't put the roller on in the middle, it would smudge. Once I put it on, I had to roll all the way across in nice neat lines from start to finish, from one side to the other, to make sure I've got no lines in it. But it did stay wet 45-50 minutes. That's 2 coats, so that's been on now. First one was 12ish, second one was about 3 o'clock. It's now 6. That's dry to touch, easy. I've just been able to put this lid back down and put these screws back in on the hinges. So yes, recommend that. And I think if you bought the kit with the little 4-inch or 100mm rollers and roller sleeves, you would find it easy to handle. I had a 230 frame and tray with that roller head, so I found it fairly easy, but I've done a lot of roller work, as I say. So maybe another coat on the roof. I've come right over here. This is quite a thick coat. Very happy how that all works. I did finally measure it. This is 3 feet from here, side up to there, and that's 3 feet down. So it's pretty much, I can pretty much stand up here to here. My little tie wife will stand up easy. Yeah, my mate the electrician's flat out, so I'm waiting for him to tell me about cables and how to pin all the battery back and where we're going to put the controller. It's going to go in that box, and then once them cables are in, I'm going to start doing lining, do some liner, maybe tongue and groove, maybe pine tongue and groove, just paint it with a bit of cedar paint, cedar stain, varnish, and some sort of Eve lining, roof lining. So I'm really happy with this weekend. Yeah, very happy. So now I'm literally, the big thing is I've been listening to people talk about it might be 1,200 to get the tent done, $1,200. But as I say, it's only about 900, 3 foot from here to top, down in the wedge shape, and I want 3 big fly screen windows, and on the inside of the fly screen 3 covers to probably you can have them zipped up or maybe velcro straps, so you can roll the actual canvas down on the inside, and on the outside is the midgie screen. So I'm getting attached by flies as we talk. So I'm starting to do finishing jobs now. Pretty happy with that side. Love the colours. Bit of red, bit of brown. Can see a few of the fiberglass fold marks if you really look close. And it is a little bit what did I hear? Orange peely to feel if you run your hand over it. That's not really going to bother me. It's the look I was after. Pretty happy with the look. Oh yeah, and I did get a heap of aluminium beam corners, quad, to cut down, and I've painted a couple of them. So I'm just going to get the right screws for them. This one will go smack right on that corner, and it will finish like that against the ply. I'll get some bugle type screws with the hexagon heads in the centre of the round flat heads. The hexagon head, screw them in. Black ones, you can get them in black, and that will be my edging like that. And I intend to try and do it on there and on there. That's why I've got them big lengths. That's the look I'm after. That wasn't good, was it? That's okay. It's just put up there so you could see it. So that'll go there, right to that very top. A little bit of silicone on the top. I've only had one coat these with the end of what was in the roller tray with a little brush. I've got to paint all these ones. They're really long. Got to cut all the miters, work all the miters out and cut them. That's my bed base, which will be on the smaller gas struts. That's my fridge base. This is the next, is why I want this outside, because I've got to build my fridge box. I've been talking about it for ages. There's the box. There's the base. Got to build on top of that, 800 maybe each side height. That's just over 600 wide, I think. I'll put my tape maybe in the truck. Yep, and then I'm gonna do the fillets on the inside of the timber and the internal corners, and that's going to sit on that A-frame on some beams, and the fridge slide will go on top of that, bolted down right into the A-frame, into the tubes that sit on the A-frame. Then build the box around it. Fillets on the internal angles for strength, and then paint it with that bully, definitely, because that will sit here. That, you know, it's a bit of a rubberized stone guard. That will sit there, right on the front, and then going to have the gas bottle and water jug at the front. Yes, so starting to finish off stuff now. Very happy, very happy. Ta-ra for now. I think that was 13. Yep. Bye for now.